Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reclamation. Reclaim the world. This is episode 12 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java, and in this episode, we're going to be working some more with embers. So, the boar has been working for quite a while now. I've just been AFK in game, hanging out, and we're just going to let it keep working. We're going to take the ember upstairs and see what we can do with it. So that's what we got so far. It's not bad. I chopped a whole bunch of trees down, got charcoal going and everything, stuck some charcoal blocks in here. So once it's done with its current charcoal, it'll eat that. So it should have enough to keep going for a while. I kind of decimated our tree population though. I'll have to replant. You can see it on the mini-map. It's like all bare now. Alright. Sorry, I cut out that ladder thing. It's a long ladder. Alright, so let's see what we got to do. So... that's the next thing we got to do. So we already linked it. So we need to make this first. So it's going to require a furnace, 6 copper, and 2 iron plates. Oh, I guess I need to get my tools back out, don't I? Nope. I could probably put the item pipes in here. And probably that, because I don't really see a point in it. Alright, so get some iron. So we're gonna need some iron, we're gonna need some copper. Probably gonna need some lead. Gonna need a furnace. Okay, so we need 2 of these and 1 of these. The Ember activator. So by what I understand of this Ember activator, we have to, this is what's going to produce our power, right? So trying to think of where I want to put it. So we have all this room right here to do embers. Should be plenty of space, I think. So I think we're going to have the power gen like right here. It looks like it has hookup, so maybe we should move it. Maybe we should have it like right here as a central location. So like right here. Okay. And the next thing we have to do is make 4 emitters. That's going to require the cameronite plates. Alright. 4 emitters. And we need 4 receptors. And we need 4 relays, which require item plates. Okie dokies, artichokes. And then, of course, we need a copper cell. So that's going to be copper, obviously, and camerite bricks. We need camerite bricks. The bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our like battery, right? Okay. Oh, right, copper. Copper. Alright. So, how does this work exactly? Let me look at it. So we have a pluggy right here. Can these pluggies fit on there? Yeah, they do. Does this fit on top of it? I mean, maybe? So can this transfer directly to the battery? I don't think so. I mean, it does look like it fits, right? I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I'm just guessing. Okay, so does the quest actually say anything about it? You want to make a copper cell to store your active ember. It works as a kind of battery for the mystical energy. To see how much ember is in the cell, put an ember dial on it. Right, we didn't make the ember dial. It requires a piece of paper. One piece of paper. And, yeah, I'm not sure how this works. So the ember gets inputted into that, maybe? Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. How hard can it possibly be, right? So the battery... Okay, hold up. So if this sucker is gonna be producing the energies, right? Then the battery is what we want to actually be giving power to everybody. So power gen right there, and then we'll leave the battery right here. Nah, I don't know. That's okay, like that. Maybe, I don't know. We could always change it, right? Okay, so we need a emitter is the outie, and then I guess this needs to move over one more, and then this is the innie. Right? And we're supposed to use this to transfer or something? I don't remember. I don't remember what it said to do. We need a copper plate. So let's go ahead and make this meter thingy mobopper that it wants us to make. And then the meter. Okay. And we'll put the meter on there. Now what? So I guess you have to have an input, right? I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? So can it input from the bottom? I wonder. Oh, I think it might maybe. maybe can. I have too much junk in my inventory. Get thee out of my inventory. Okay, so I need an item extractor. I need another item extractor. I put those in the wrong place. I need another item extractor. I need the item pipes. And I need an item extractor. So I need 2 of these. And 1 of these. make my thingy. Thank you. So we're going to put the barrel right here. And then we're going to have the pipe go right here. And then we're going to have the item extractor. And then pipe. Okay. And then we'll put that right there. It's beautiful, I tell you. Okay. So, if we put Ember in it, let's start small. Ember. It's not working. Okay. Doesn't connect to the bottom. It says, nope. Cannot do that. Can't do that, Tim. Ooh. Okay, so that's a problem. Because it's still not fucking doing anything. Oh, right. It has to have a redstone signal. I'm such a duper. Okay. I was like, I don't know. I don't understand. Okay. So I really don't want it to do that. So let's put the barrel right here instead. And then we'll put this right here. And then we'll go like this. Maybe, yes. And we'll put this here and this here. And then we'll come over here. Because it has to have a switchy poo. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. So that goes there. That goes there. This goes there. This goes... not there. There. This goes there and there. It's gonna work. It's doing something. Okay. Now what? This is wrong. The emitter has to be on the top where all the sparklies are. Right there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use these little pylons because I think it looks cool. And, yeah. So we're going to rework this real quick. So we're going to have our battery pylon. Like right here. And we're going to put our battery on it. Like that. And we're going to put a receptor on the top of it. Right there. Receptors do not need redstone signal, but emitters do. Okay? Right click this guy and then click on this. And then click on this and then click there. And there it goes. Doo-doo. And it should fill our battery up. We can put this thing on there. And it'll tell us how much power is in the battery. So that's very cool, right? Alright. We're in business. So let's go ahead and add these back in. Alright, let's see what it says now that we've done that. Hearth coil. Now that you have Ember, what can you do with it? One useful item is the hearth coil. When provided with Ember, it can be used as a very fast furnace. Okay, so it wants us to make a hearth coil. So that's going to be a mechanical core, 2 iron ingots, copper, and copper plates. So let's do the core first. So that's 4 and a lead plate. Alright, so this thing supposedly makes the furnace go really, really fast. So let's find out. So we're going to put it right here. Maybe not. Let's put it over here. Yeah. So apparently you have to lift it off the ground because the power goes in at the bottom and it makes this thing light up. So I don't know. We're going to have to like figure something out with it. I don't know what we're going to do. We've got plenty of stairs and stuff, so we'll figure something out. So I'm pretty sure that's going to ricochet you. I don't know how to get the items on and off without getting killed, so I don't know. So if I throw this on there, it's smelting them. And they just disappeared. Where did it put them? Yeah, this one used a core. We need a core. So a plate, a block. Oh, hold up. 1 plate. I gotta put these somewhere. Go in there. 1 plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this works. I mean, it might work, right? It might. Okay, there's our block. There's our plate. And there's our core. So I think you have to have the core, right? Because the core allows you to have multiple attachments. So we can have the emitter, right? So we can tell this guy to go to the emitter, or sorry, the receiver, right? Receptor. And then this guy is an item extractor, and we'll put him right here. We figured it out! Look! Okay, that's cool. So it super fast smelts stuff. That's cool. I don't know how much power it takes, but it's cool. We probably only need to turn it on when we're using it, obviously, right? So that's neat. So we got a super duper furnace, and we can get one of those droppers from Britannia to drop the stuff on there. Okay, so we don't need to do it right this very second. We're busy, right? Alright, so let's see what else we got here. The next thing it wants us to do is melting and stamping. So this is like Tinker's Construct / immersive engineering. Ember is capable of melting metals and other items in the creatively named melter. Feed the bottom half Ember, feed the top half items to melt, and you can extract molten metals from the top half. This molten metal can be formed into a variety of shapes with the stamper. Place the stamp base then the stamper above it. Okay, let's do one thing at a time here. So let's make the melter first. I like how the recipes are like really simple. That's cool. So that's that. So it's the melter and then the stamper and then the stamp base. Okay, we'll read the rest of it in a second. Let's get the melter set up. So the melter is probably going to be, you're probably going to want one for like a lot of different types of ingots, but the only thing we're really interested in right this very second is Dawnstone. So that requires 2 different elements to melt, copper and gold. So we're going to need 2 melters, not 1. So let's pursue that. 2 melters. So we need 2 furnaces because we're going to make 2 of them. And then we're going to need 2 copper, 2 iron. Well, just make a whole bunch of this stuff. Grab this. Some iron, some copper. Melter. I need a few of these. Yeah, it's 4 per, so. Oh, and we need 2 camonite plates. Which isn't that bad. I thought we picked them up. Maybe we didn't. Accidentally pushed the button, that's why. Alright. So we have 1 melter. And 2 melters. So we got 2 melters. Let's go see what they look like. I think I want to face them. Well, do I want to face them like that? We can use a relay, right? Grab these out. So this side's gonna have an emitter, right? With a lever, like that. And then we'll have 1 and then 2. So these will be our power. Trying to figure out how I want to put it. Maybe like this. I think it needs to move 1 more up. We're gonna need space for pluggies, right? Okay, so I got some ideas here. So we could take some of this redstone that we have and make some mechanism tanks. So see, the problem with it is storage of said melted materials, right? This is not a smeltery, so we have to think about this stuff. So we could make a tank. 2 basic tanks. Okay, 2 basic tanks. So we can use the tanks, right? To store the liquids. Oh man, if we do that, that's perfect because we would be able to, oh, that's absolutely brilliant. That's brilliant. So we'll have the liquids come out and go into these tanks, right? We'll have a whole bunch of tanks. I don't know how many ingots are in this mod pack. Ingots. There's actually not that many. So we need iron, copper, gold, bronze, steel, refined obsidian. I don't know if they can make this stuff. Probably not refined obsidian, but they might be able to make bronze. Yep. They can make bronze. Look at that. So if we had 10, we could make bronze. Okay. So we can make all this stuff. Well, maybe not all of it, but we can make a lot of it. The question is, will we need to? I mean, we can add to it, right? We don't need to. We don't need it right now, but we can add to it as we need it. So we can have each one of these mechanism tanks hold the molten metal and only use it when we're ready to use it, if that makes any sense. Because I know this is going to hook up to a stamper, and the stamper, you'll have a problem of liquids going in the stamper and you won't be able to do anything with them. So I really think that this is a good way to do it. So what we need is a way to get the fluids. So we're going to need another fluid extractor, right? We're going to need another fluid extractor. So the fluid extractor is plate and 2. One plate, 2 dust. So make another fluid extractor because they both have to have one, right? So the fluid comes out of these. Right? And we're going to let them use the same ductwork. It's kind of messy. I don't really like the messy, but yes. I mean, we could go underneath. We could go under the floor, I guess. But we're gonna have a problem with it connecting down there, and I don't think we want to do that. So does it say where it connects? Feed the bottom half ember, feed the top half items to melt and extract the metals. Okay. So we could just stick a hopper on the back of these. That's not a big deal. It doesn't need to be some big old thing. So this bottom though, we need receptors. So we're going to put a receptor here and a receptor there. And we're going to put a relay and then another relay. And then we're going to tell this guy to go to here. This guy goes to here. This guy also goes to down there. And this guy goes to down there. Just like that. And then we do this. Why are you not continuing the path? Oh. Okay. So you can only power one machine at a time. So it's one relay, one machine. Ugh. Okay. No, it's fine. We can do this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I just broke the chain. It's like, yeah. Right there. Of course, it's ugly. I'm gonna need 2 blocks. There and there. And then we'll stick this guy right here. And put the relay right there. So you go to him. And you go to him. And he goes to him. I don't like how complicated this is right here. This does not feel right. Well, it goes through blocks, so I guess that's a grace. Well, that'll do. We've got power going to them. That's the important part, right? I don't know if I have enough fluid pipes to go into the ground. And honestly, I don't know if I want to anyways. I mean, we could go into the ground right here. Right? Well, no. It would be right here. And put that right there. There. I mean, it's not as ugly. Oh, I forgot I had this one on top. So we have 2 to spare. It's all good. It's not bad. I'll put this up. Okay. And they've got power. So we need 2 hoppers. Okay, there's our 2 hoppers. And the hoppers will input at the back. So we melt the copper, we melt the gold. It goes through the system right here. It goes into these. And then from here, we'll make it go into the stamper. So that'll be like our holding facility. Okay, so now we need to worry about the stamper. So the stamper requires the stamper and the stamp base. So let's read about the stamper. This molten metal can be formed into a variety of shapes in a stamper. Place the stamp base, then the stamper above it with a 1 block gap of air. So just like the metal press for immersive engineering. When you're putting it together, you have to have that area above the, or below the, actually no. No, it creates it when you make it. Give the stamper Ember and a stamp. Pipe molten metal into the base and presto, stamp and cooled metal products. Notably, you can use the process to produce plates more efficiently. Do you have anything like a chute or something? Anything? Oh, here's a bin. Maybe we'll make a bin. Wow. Okay, it's kind of expensive to make a bin, but I mean, maybe it'll be worth it, right? We want it to something to pick up the stuff. I mean, we could probably just use a hopper and a chest, honestly. Maybe we should just do that. Because that's really expensive. Iron's not as hard to make. Okay, well, let's get on with this. Okay, so we need a stamper. So we're going to need an iron block, a bunch of camonite bricks, and a copper block. Well, I think we have everything on there except for the iron. And that's going to require a bucket. We have extra buckets. So just grab an extra bucket out. And let's do this. Probably have to make more pipes. Alright, there's our stamper. And here's our stamp base. Okay. So we're going to angle it this way, I think. So there's a stamp base. And then the stamper, it said it has to have a block of air. So like that. Let's put it like a fence or something right here, so it looks like it's attached to something. All right, cool. So this doesn't need power because it just sits there and looks happy. This needs power. So yeah, this power stuff is getting out of control a little bit. Okay, we got another battery. Put the redstone back. Alright, we got another battery. This is going to be worth it. So. Like that. We're going to have a receptor at the top. And he's going to start pumping into it. And then we're going to have an emitter right here. And he's going to go to here. And of course he's going to need a redstone signal. So that should work. So this guy will need another emitter over here for the stamper. And then we'll put that on it. And no, not two of them. I need one. And then we will hook him up. Just like that. So now we have a stamper. All right. So now we got to see if it works. Oh, wait. We need stamper. We need stamps, right? So it's got to be stamps. So we got raw ingot stamp, nugget stamp, plate stamp, gear stamp. Okay, so I guess ingot. Okay. So we're gonna need a chest over there to hold all of our stamps. Like that. And let's go make the stamps. Alright, so this is the ingot. And then we need the nugget. And then we need the plate. And I bet you it's cheaper. And then a gear. Okay, the gear is disabled. You can't make the gear, which is fine. It just means that there's no gears in this. So, that's fine. Okay, we still haven't done the fluid pipes yet. We're going to have to do the fluid pipe connections. But let's go ahead and get this stuff smelted. Not done that anymore. We're going to do the Uber smelter because the Uber smelter is better. Smelt, my lovely. That's so cool. Look at that. Instant. Instant. Ugh, instant feels good, doesn't it? Okay, so we want the ingot stamp, right? Because we're going to be working with raw ingots anyways. Alright, so now we're going to need fluid extractors and fluid pipes. So we need 2. I don't have 2, so we're gonna need. We can put these away because we're done with these for right now. Put the electricity stuff up there. Okay, so we need fluid pipes that's ironed. And we need the extractors. We need 2 of them. So we're going to need 4 of these. 1 iron plate. And 1 camonite. So 2 of these. Oh, okay. All right, we'll make the fluid pipes first. Fluid pipes, and then, oh, I need another one of those. Gonna have to make more plates. Was hoping to get this up and going so we get a better return on the plates. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 1-to-1 ratio. It better be a 1-to-1 ratio. Because I'm ready for a little bit of easiness. All right. So. Oh, you know what? This is not going to work. Because this doesn't make an alloy. I don't know what I was thinking. This doesn't make an alloy. We need to make an alloy. Dawnstone. Mixer centrifuge. By piping molten copper and gold into different sides at the bottom of the mixer centrifuge, along with some ember on top, you can combine them into a strong ember-aligned metal called Dawnstone. Pipe it out of the top and stamp it into ingots or plates. We need that. Oh, and we have one of those already made. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 and a copper ingot. So we need 5 of these. Oh, goodbye, iron. It was nice knowing you. Okay, so we have this. This is what makes the alloy. So the alloy De-alloy we'll go right here. Shoot. I think this is gonna have to move over. Move over, bacon. Now there's something meatier. Now we'll reconnect it. And it'll be all happy. Doing its thing. We lost the amber in it, but that's okay. It's okay. Alright, we should have enough room now. So. How does it work again? You pipe it in at the bottom. Okay. Amber goes on top. That's no good. Can I? Oh, it works. Hey. Okay, hold up. Alright, we'll rethink this since apparently it behaves. That's nice. I like it when things behave. Yes, I do. Oh, that's awesome. It's beautiful. Thank you. Alright, there. Very nice. Copper, gold. Okay, so the power, it said. I need another power node. Power node. Do, 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 do. We got power emitter, power receptor. Boink, boink, boink. So we'll put the emitter right there. Oh. Is it gonna fuddle with my... I don't know if I fuddled with the hopper. I don't think it did. But it might have fuddled with that. Let's put it on the bottom. No, that's still gonna interrupt. Doggone it all. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I can move the hopper. It's fine. It's fine. Come here, hopper. There. Has to be symmetrical, so I gotta move this one too. Alright, there. Well, it's not exactly symmetrical, but it doesn't look as weird. Okay. So this guy needs a receptor. Boy part, girl part. There. Yay. Okay. We're not done. Now we need to take the liquid out of this, and since it's only going to be one sparking liquid, we only need one fluid pipe connector thing. We just need one. So we need 2 dust, 1 plate. Okay. So this should take the product out and put it in the stamper. In theory. Oh, right. That's got to be an extractor. Extractor. Aw, kidding me? One? Seriously? Ugh, okay. Okay, there. Cool. I think it's gonna work, guys. I think it's gonna work. I got a good feeling about it. I'm actually pretty good with logistics, so I think it's gonna work. We need, however, to go over and make sure everything that needs levers has levers. So that's extract, so that needs a lever. These are extract, so they need a lever, right? We're gonna leave them off right now. Those have levers. Those are the extractors for the tanks. And we can add more tanks if we need to. Alright. I think we're golden. I think we might be able to actually try this. I'm all tingly. Let's do this. We're going to make... Wait. What's the conversion? Is it 1-to-1? Two MB, 2 MB. Okay, we'll do 3. I guess. And see what happens. Put all this stuff up. Because, good lord. Alright. So, if I put the copper in here, and I put the gold in here, it's going to start doing its thing. And it's going to get all melty and stuff, right? It's doing it. It's melting. All right. Copper first. Why are you not working? Did it go in to one of these? Yes. So he's got copper, and this guy's gonna have gold. So let's make sure they're all transferred. Yeah? Ah! Okay. Alright. So now, we're gonna bring them into here, right? So, go. Go, my children. Okay. And we need to put the ingot thingy on here. I don't know if it worked or not, so. Whoa! Oh, did we have it on? Oh, we had it on. It's stamping it! It's working! We have Dawnstone! Oh yeah, screenshot. Absolutely screenshot. Let's line it up so it's like all this stuff behind me. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and I'm gonna hold that one. Perfect episode, right? Absolutely perfect. We did all of that today. That's so great. I wish there was a cheering emote. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be just about it for this episode. So we built a whole bunch of stuff today, didn't we? So we got a super forge, and we got some melters, and we got an alloyer, and we've got the stamper. So that is so awesome. And we've got Dawnstone. So that's great. So in the next episode, we're going to be working some more on the quests. So we did all of this, but now we need to do this. So we'll get into all that in the next episode. I kind of want to continue with this. Like, I kind of like embers. It's kind of neat. It's nice to do something different. I don't like the way the power only connects one way and you can't branch off, but it's okay. It's alright. It certainly is a change of pace from doing create. This will go really fast when we do this because, you know, we're old hats at that, so. Yeah. Dude, not that much longer. We're going to be done with this, We did not completely finish this. We need to make this, and this, and this, and... Well, we did this already. Since each plant has 5 stats when planted on crop sticks, you can see these stats by crouching and looking at the plant or using a magnifying glass. The stats affect a variety of things: fertility, gain, growth, mutivity, and strength. It gives you an explanation of each one. It says fertility is how likely a plant is to get chosen as a parent for crossbreeding. Gain increases how much a plant will produce when harvested. Growth affects the speed of a plant grows at. Mutivity raises the chance for crossbreed when it occurs to be beneficial. Strength broadens the possible growing conditions for a plant. For example, a cactus can always grow on sand, but with a strength of 10, it can grow on normal farmland. So that's pretty neat. But anyway, it gives you the journal and the seed analyzer and everything. And then plants in Agricraft are diploid organisms. Essentially, every plant has 2 sets of attributes, active and inactive, dominant and recessive. The active trait is the one that actually affects the plant, but the inactive trait comes into play when breeding plants together. When a crossbreed occurs, each plant adjacent to the crossbreed crop sticks has a chance, depending on its fertility, to count as a parent. If there's only one parent selected, the resulting plant is a clone. If more than one parent is selected, each one has a chance to pass on half of its genes to the resulting plant. For example, if you bred a plant with a gain of 3-2 with a plant whose gain is 4-2, it would result in a plant with a gain stat of either 4-3, 4-2, 3-2, or 2-2. To figure out the possibilities are for 2 parent plants, you can use a Punnett square. Each square has an equal chance of getting chosen. Additionally, there is a small chance for a mutation to occur. Whether this mutation is beneficial or not depends on each parent's mutivity stat. So that's very cool. I don't know why we didn't do this before. That was a lot of info. What it boils down to is higher numbers equal better breed. Higher statted plants together to get better plants. Use bone meal on cross sticks to speed up the crossbreeding process. If your plant is not growing, look at it while crouching. It might need a different type of soil. Tip: getting your first beneficial mutation will be slow, but you can speed it up by planting crops in a plus shape with the cross sticks in the middle. This means each potential crossbreed has 4 chances to pick parents instead of just 2. Well, we just went with 2. I like 2. So that finishes that. So the only thing we have left on this is to make the rich farmland. So I guess we'll do that in the next episode. We certainly have the mats for it, so it should be all good. I don't think we linked it up there, did we? I don't see it. We'll put it right there. And so for the next one, we already did everything on here. And that would be everything on that. So that'll be finished. It'll be green. So then we'll continue on with this. I kind of want to keep going with this since we were already going, but with the embers. But it probably is gonna bottleneck because we probably need some of this stuff done. So we might have to come down here and do some of this. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming along today, and I had a really great time, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. So you guys take care, all right? Toodles!